swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in all matters before the court?
I do, Your Honor. Your Honor, reports received from the Washington State Patrol indicate that on January 22nd, 2015, the defendant, Mr. Andrey Kirichkov, had been driving his motor vehicle on State Route 543 at H Street when he struck a bicyclist who was identified as Mr. Douglas Benton. Mr. Benton, as a result of being struck by the defendant's motor vehicle, was subsequently pronounced dead at the scene. The defendant failed to stop at the time of this accident, although he had reason to know that he had struck the bicyclist. He subsequently returned to the scene approximately 3 hours later. During an interview with Washington State Patrol officers, he admitted that he had left the scene, that he had been hiding his vehicle for a period of time before returning to his house. The defendant then admitted that I did return to the scene, I turned myself in, said he knew that he had hit somebody, knew that he had left the scene, but he needed to take care of his mother, and he was also worried that he would be arrested for driving with a revoked license at the time. And if I didn't say this earlier, Your Honor, at the time that Mr. Kirichkov was driving, he was a habitual traffic offender, and his license was suspended in the first degree. This all occurred in Whatcom County, State of Washington.
The court finds probable cause to support the detention. What is the state's recommendation with respect to bail and pretrial release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. The state will be requesting bail on Mr. Kirichkov's case. We think, considering the nature of this Class B offense, bail is appropriate. Let me start off by saying that we'll be requesting, first and foremost, that he not drive while this matter is pending whatsoever. As previously mentioned, he is an habitual traffic offender. Status is such with the Department of Licensing. He was previously convicted of driving with a license suspended in the first degree back in 2010. So for a minimum of 5 years, he's been HTO status, Your Honor. That, of course, is concerning because he's been at least alleged to have been disregarding the administrative order and the court's order that he not drive due to his status. Now we've got a situation where he's charged with a driving-related offense, if you will. I'll point out that his prior history does not include much in the way of criminal matters. However, it is notable for its driving-related offenses. There's a reckless driving conviction from 2005, a reckless driving conviction from 2006, a number of driving while license suspended, while again, not necessarily on their face serious offenses, do display some disregard for the order or responsibility that he not drive a motor vehicle. And again, this should maybe cause the court some concern that the defendant wouldn't follow the lawful court orders related to his release or return to court. As far as failures to appear, I count five over the course of the past, it looks to be 6 years, Your Honor. So when I take all of these factors into account, again, I think that some bail is appropriate. I'm going to be requesting it be set on this Class B felony in the amount of $50,000. In addition to the no driving, we're asking that the defendant not leave Whatcom County overnight without court permission, that he reside at an address here in Whatcom County to be provided before he's released from custody if he doesn't have that right now, not leave the state of Washington without court permission, conduct himself as a decent, upright, and law-abiding citizen, that he reappear for all future court dates as required by the court, with his next one coming a week from today, January 30th, 2015 at 9:30 a.m.